Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we are back to one of our 200 runs loot series videos. And this week it was for Maul North. Of course, you've been following me on stream, you'll know we are already working on ZF, which, we are a few weeks ahead. But again, we only add one dungeon a week, so we only put out the dungeon loot video for the dungeon we're going to actually be adding this week. If you saw yesterday, we actually had our clean out where we had added RFK. Of course, this Sunday coming up, we'll have the clean out where after we've added Maul North. And of course, as you know, we actually started out our runs with Maul East. And we did that mostly because that dungeon was, or that wing of the same dungeon basically, was known for having a lot of materials. We wanted kind of to start off with that material goal to make sure we had enough to post our auctions if, say, our auctions were really slow with our transmog, which they pretty much are going to be when you're starting out. But we did actually get pretty lucky and actually have some transmog sales our very first week too. But anyway, we did do Maul North, which is actually probably my favorite section of the dungeon. It's the one with the ogres, and the reason why is just because I don't know, it's always been kind of one of my favorites. Just I like the layout, but it is also a nice little extra thing to it, to where you can collect these keys, turn them in, and get these little caches that give you a chance for up to one of 6 different patterns. So that's pretty nice as well. There is another little thing where you can actually skip killing any of the bosses and only kill the last boss, and you can claim Maul. And if you do manage to not kill any bosses except for the last boss, all the other bosses give you a tribute. And if you manage to do it with, I mean, of course you can still get the tribute with killing some of the bosses, but if you do it without killing any of the other bosses, you actually get a chance for an engineering pattern that's worth about 50,000 gold. Unfortunately, if you saw in the clip, I actually was collecting all the ogres up, bringing them to where the quest giver is. So it's, because you can only carry one key at a time because they're unique. So I'd bring them all the way to the quest giver so I could turn in, if I got multiple keys, I could turn in all the keys instead of skipping keys. And then that way I could get the most out of those caches. But with doing that, I would always seem to pull one boss. We did have one guy that was doing lax with us who managed to find a way to actually pull everything. He did say he skipped a couple groups, and that was Scrog. A lot of you guys, if you have been with us in Twitch, you would know very well know who Scrog is, or if you're in Discord, which there are links down below for both of those. If you guys are ever interested in joining us in any of these runs, or just seeing what's going on in Discord, make sure you join in. Love to have you. But yeah, he would actually be able to still pull everything and still get a chance at the engineering pattern. But with that being said, did a little something different with this dungeon than I do with other ones. I did my 200 runs, but at the end I did actually end up doing another 10 runs, but really it was just running straight to the last boss and skipping all the bosses, all the other mobs and everything, and just getting there and killing that last boss just to take my chances at least 10 times for that engineering pattern. So yeah, we'll go over all that though. You'll see what we got, if we got any of those engineering patterns and everything. And the only reason why I wanted to make sure I got as much of those caches as I could, and thought that was a better option than trying to worry so much about getting that last tribute, is because I felt like, with those caches you have a chance for up to one of 6 different patterns, and 3 of those patterns are epic and way more valuable than the 50,000. Even some of the blues are more valuable than the 50,000 pattern that can possibly drop from that tribute chest. If you also did notice in the clip, I did in the clip run to the last boss just because he does have a guaranteed key that drops off of him, because it's only a chance to get a key, and sometimes you would do some runs and not even get any keys up to that point. So it's nice to get that guaranteed key, but it does take a little bit extra time. So I thought for efficiency, I only ran to the last boss like 5 times. And a lot of you guys, if you were at stream, you would notice that that's what I did. I did 5 times to the last boss just to guarantee it. I at least got 5 caches, and then for the last 5 runs I would just actually port out at that balcony right before the last room and just skip the last room entirely. But yeah, we would usually still end up with somewhere between 10 to 20 caches turned in each time, because of course we would have some runs where I would get multiple keys. I think at most I got like 4 or 5 keys in one run, so not bad at all. The caches are also really nice too, because you get some materials like veil cloth and things, and wild vine as well. All kinds of stuff out of those caches. Sometimes they're just junk, but yeah, a lot of times they were pretty good. But anyway, guys, with all that, before we get into the loot, just like to mention, if you get a chance, again, come visit us on Twitch, join us in some lax. We are currently running ZF. We're way ahead right now. And again, if you're wondering why I don't just keep putting out the loot videos as we get the dungeons done, I want to, because I had this kind of mission on stream about the videos not being out yet on the other ones that we were behind on the videos. I'm not behind. I do this to where I actually put the loot video out the week that we're actually posting the items. If you know, just yesterday we just did the clean out for after we added RFK to our cells, and this week we'll be adding Dire Maul North to our cells, and that's what we'll be cleaning out. Of course, we'll be cleaning out any cells from previous dungeons too, but that is the dungeon that we just completed and added to our cells, as we're only adding one dungeon to our cells again each week, so we can keep track of how our cells grow after adding each dungeon, even though I do get ahead. And I do like getting ahead for one, things come up, I may not be able to get a dungeon done in a week. Two, I also may have another project that I want to work on, or a farm I want to try out. So by getting ahead, it allows me to possibly do these things without having to worry about falling behind and trying to stress to hurry up and get something done. Which I kind of just mentioned last night in stream. I am considering starting to work on a 1000 run series, so you guys can let me know what you think about that. I am with the 1000 runs, so don't think that it's just going to be for like things like RFD and things like that. No, it's going to be more like those really rare drop dungeons, so Autumn and SFK, things like that, where it's a very rare chance that you get anything. Of course, we do have those dungeons scheduled for the 200 run series as well, but this is just going to be another series, seeing how much stuff we could possibly get out of those really rare dungeons with 1000 runs, because it may be that we do 200 runs, we really don't see much anyway. But anyway, getting off topic, let's get back to our 200 runs loot video. Dire Maul North. Let's go ahead, and before we get into it though, I would like to mention, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out gaminghero.io, at least give it a look. There are a bunch of guys there giving to you guys from a bunch of different creators, and they do actually have some premium guides too that require membership, which if you do decide to sign up for the membership, just make sure you use the code word potato so you get a little bit off of that. But anyway, let's dive right in. Let's get to our first bank tune for our loot video. It's going to be our Alliance one, which is all of our stuff from our Alliance Druid. And so we'll see like 100 runs worth of loot that our Alliance Druid got, and then 100 runs worth of loot that our Horde Druid got, plus the 10 runs each one did for those chance at those engineering patterns, see if they actually got any. So first up, we got Dire Maul North. And actually, see here, we actually got 2 tabs in our guild bank here, so that means that we actually got a fair amount of loot from this run. So that's really good. Start off here, we got our low value stuff. We got our low value blues here that we picked up. A lot of these, I believe, came out of chests. May have got some from drops as well. I mean, I do believe all these are rural drops. It's not really just to Dire Maul North, but yeah, and that's one of the things that I really like about Dire Maul North. It's got such a variety of items. It doesn't really, not that I can think of, doesn't really have anything specific, other than it is really nice with that whole pattern thing that you can get, but it does have a wide variety of items. So not bad, things ranging somewhere between 5 to about 20, almost 20,000, nothing over 20,000 is low value stuff. And then we did get, of course, other green items that are low value: Steadfast, Ember Silk, Protector, symbolic stuff. Decent selling stuff, but it's low value stuff altogether. We did get one BOE Epic, the Bow of Searing Arrows. Haven't really had the best luck selling this item in the past, but still, it's nice to get an Epic. there's always a chance that it could sell. Actually, doesn't have the worst sell rate, so it's kind of surprising. Although it is only posted for about 5,000 on this row. Then we've got, I did actually separate out a couple of sets here. We've got the Saltstone set, which is a pretty popular set. We've got 2 of the shoulders here. That is actually in the low value range, but still not bad. Saltstone chest, we got 1 of those, 25,000. Saltstone wrist for 40,000 gold. Got Saltstone gloves, 2 of those for 49. Saltstone belt, got 2 of those for 38,000, and we even got 2 of the Saltstone legs, so really nice there at 99,000, almost 100,000 gold in value for those. Then we got the Tyrant's piece next. We got the chest piece here for 10,000. 3 of the legs, which look just like the Saltstone legs, except for just a different color there, at 24,000, a little less in value, but actually I think they do sell a lot faster. Yeah, they got a higher sell rate. So really nice. Sometimes it's not always about getting a very high value item, because getting that quick sell and getting a decent value for it is not bad either. Then we've got Jade set here. We got the Jade gauntlets. We got a pair of those for 10,000 gold, 2 of the belts for 7,000, and then 4 of the boots for 21,000 gold. And even got 1 of the Jade leg plates, 39,000 gold. So actually, I mean, even though we did do a Dire Maul run before with Dire Maul East, it feels like we got a lot better items, and we haven't looked at the second section here, but we got a lot better items, I feel like, this time around. And that's, you know, like I said, I do like Dire Maul North better than I actually do like East. It's nice with East. I mean, I do like the dungeon overall, really, and I have done like all 3 wings before resetting and just continuously done it, but I do feel like I like Dire Maul North a lot better. I feel like I get better drops there than I do in East. It could be I just had better RNG at this point, but anyway, then we've got Dire Maul North here for the second tab. And of course, it's all the patterns that we got. We did get some of the books again. Like, we've still got plenty of them from when we did Dire Maul East, but hey, we'll make sure we still got plenty left over. And we've actually got, what, 7? A little bit less. Like I mentioned before, we had to skip some of the ones that we had before. It looks like more than 7, actually. Hold on. How many is that? That's got to be more than 7. Let's see. I'm looking at the wrong tune. Oh no, we've got what, 40, that's 42 total. Babies bank. Okay, so we've got 15 here. My bad, 15. Is that right? 15 on this tune? Yeah. 15. Yeah, so not bad at all. 15 of them. And then we've got on this one, this is one of the blue items that we get from the caches. We got the Swift Flight bracers. This is, I think, the lowest value one, 43,000 gold, and we have 15 of those as well. All right, and then we've got the mongoose. That's a goose living on the moon. No, mongoose boots right here, and we've actually got 17 of those. So not bad. Those are at 62,000 gold. And then we've got the mongoose. That's mongoose boots as well. And then we've got the girdle of insight, 48,000 gold. That's the 3 blue ones that you can get from those caches. 48,000 for those, and we currently have 14 of those. So not bad. See, a lot of these, so we'll have a lot of these to sell for quite a while. And then we did also, now these are unrelated. let me actually skip those for right now. Then we've got the other epic patterns that came out of the caches. So you'll see that these, I mean, they're a lot less frequent. Definitely, you know, see these drop a lot more. It might be why the value is not as high with these as well. But you get a lot less of the epic ones than you do of the blue patterns. But we actually got the shifting cloak here. We've got 3 of these actually at 191,000 gold. Then we've got Hide of the Wild, 247,000 gold, and we actually got 2 of those, and then 1 chromatic cloak for 371,000 gold. So not bad. We've got got at least 1 of each pattern, and multiples of some of them for the epic patterns. And then these are just some patterns that we got as random drops. and possibly out of the chest actually. So the Mooncloth shoulders, we got that one, 34,000 gold. It's blue pattern. Thistle Tea, actually that came out of one of the lock boxes. Actually, both of these might have came out of lock boxes, I think. Yeah, that's what I think this is. These came out of lock boxes. 70,000 gold for that one, Thistle Tea. Or no, this one actually, I'm sorry guys, this one did come out of the chest. This one came out of the lockbox though, 70,000. I should have probably separated those better. But yeah, 70,000 gold for the Thistle Tea. And then we got a schematic for Arcane Bomb. I remember that actually came out of a chest as well, 41,000 gold. And then we've got 3 of these schematics of the major recopilator. Now this is the item that actually came from that tribute chest that I was mentioning. Oops, did not mean to take that out, but we got 3 of those, and those, you know, like I said, those came from the tribute chest that we got from the last boss, just killing the last boss on those 10 runs that we did. Let's get that one back in there just so everything's together. Sorry about that. And then we did also get, like I said, we got some materials from those caches as well. So on our Alliance Tune, we got some Wild Vine. We actually have 12 pieces of Wild Vine. Not bad, 450 gold a piece. Got some Fell Cloth, 47 gold a piece. We got 26 of those. We also got some of the dragon scales and things too to sell. So not bad. Got ghost mushrooms, some old herbs and things. So yeah, you got a nice little variety of different materials that actually came from those little caches and things. Also, I think there might have been other mobs that dropped some stuff too, but really a lot of that I believe came from those caches and opening those up. But guys, that is it as far as what we got from the Alliance Tune. Alright guys, so here we are. We are now back with our Horde Tune, and again we've got our low value stuff up front here. It looks like we only got what, 1 blue item. We got the silencer here, and then just our green items. I did see we had one of these Bloodforged shields on our Alliance Tune, but it looks like we got like 5 over here. Again, we got the Lunar Vest, we've got Ember Silk stuff, we've got Symbolic, we've got Steadfast, all that stuff. And then moving on, it looks like we didn't get any any epic drops, unfortunately. But we did get our, you know, Saltstone, Tyrants, and Jade. Looks like a little bit less than maybe the Lions had, but we did get some. So we did get the Saltstone Helm, which is, we didn't even have one of those on the Alliance. 2 of the shoulders, same amount. 2 of the chests, which the Alliance only had 1. We got 1 of the wrists. We also got 1 of the belts. Looks like we're missing the gloves. The Lions had the gloves, so maybe we'll actually trade the gloves over to our Horde Tune. We did also get the Saltstone legs. Only 1 pair. The Alliance had 2, but that means overall we got 3 pairs of Saltstone legs, so it's really good actually. 99,000 gold. Saltstone boots, I don't think, yeah, the Alliance didn't have the Saltstone boots, but we don't have any duplicates to send over, so we probably won't send any over, but 42,000 gold. We only got 1 Tyrant's chest piece, so we may send some of the legs over here to the Horde Tune. Since we had 3 of them on the Alliance, but yeah, 10,000 gold there. We have our Jade pieces here. Unfortunately, I don't see any legs, but we did get the shoulders. We got 3 of those. We got 3 of the gloves, and I don't think the Alliance had any of the shoulders, so even though it's a low value piece, we might go ahead and send 1 of those over. And then we also got 4 of the boots as well. We did also get a Blazing Emblem, which is just a trinket, so we'll probably put that with the inflated stuff most likely. Although it is only 20,000, and it may sell for its value. It's, you know, old, you know, classic item, so maybe. And then if we go here to our next section here with all of our patterns, just like before, we've got our books. We ended up only getting looks like a lot less here, or at least 1 less here. So we've got what, 15 of those. Is that right? Yeah, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 14. 14, yeah. I was thinking it was a little bit different. Why is it, I don't think this is telling me right with with the TSM thing here. Why is it not showing just the inventory for this tune? I don't Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's the actual name of the guild bank, not the name of the tune. Okay, so yeah, 14. We have 15 on the other one. My bad, guys. I wanted to figure that out because it wasn't making sense. All right, so and then we've got the Swift Flight bracers, so 43,000 for those, same as before, but this time we got 21 of them where we only have 15 on the other bank, guild bank, and then we got the moon goose or I said moon again. My bad. Mongoose boots. We got 10 of them where we had 17 on the other bank tune. 62,000 gold. And then we've got the Girdle of Insight. We've got 15 where we had 14 on the other tune. And that one is 48,000. And then we've got I actually got them in the right spot this time. We've got our epic patterns that we got. And we've got the Shifting Cloak up first, 191,000 gold. And on this tune, it looks like we've got only one of those, where we had 3 on the Alliance tune. That is the lower value one, so okay, might mean that we got more of the higher value ones. And we've got the Hide of the Wild, 247,000 gold. We've got 3 where we only had 2 on the Alliance tune. And then we've got 2 of the Chromatic Cloaks, which is actually the one with the most value at 371,000 gold. So nice that we actually got 2 of the highest value one over here. And then of course we've got our engineering patterns. We only got 2 where we had 3 on the Alliance tune, so still we got 5 overall for only 10 runs. Well, 20 runs, 10 on each one. We got 2 on this one, 3 on the other. And then we did actually get a epic pattern from one of the chests, which is really nice. 421,000 gold for the Titanic leggings, and that did actually come out of a chest, didn't come out of one of the lock boxes. That was on stream that actually happened. And then we've got Thistletea. We got 2 of those, and those did come out of lock boxes there. So yeah, nothing else major other than Thistleteas, and I don't really recall us ever selling any yet. They do sell, but I don't recall selling any yet as far as our cleanouts go. So we've got quite a few of those at this point, because we've gotten some of those out of other lock boxes we've opened so far. But yeah, guys, so not bad. It's gonna give us these patterns which we weren't posting before. We've got a whole bunch of them. Patterns seem to be pretty popular right now. It's nice. We've got at least on each run we've got at least 1 of each epic pattern. We've got definitely multiples of each blue pattern. We've got a couple of the engineering patterns. We've got more books, although we didn't really need them on either one of the tunes. They've got plenty of the books still left over from when we did Dire Maul East. Let's go make sure that we're keeping those stocked up. As you've seen probably with some of the cleanouts, if you've watched any, we've actually sold some quite low, which I know a lot of you guys get on me about when they sell low, but this is why I really don't care too much, because yeah, it's nice when I get one to sell for a very high amount, but we've got plenty left over just to get them sold and get them out of there. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this loot video. Again, this was for Dire Maul North. We will be adding this to our sales, so Sunday will be the cleanout where we'll actually see whether or not we sold any of these items. So can't wait for that and actually see whether or not we got any sales on that. Next up will be the Mechanar for our loot video. We'll see whether how that compared to when we did Mana Tombs. I know we're doing a couple of different Outlands dungeons, but we're trying to see if we can't actually get some patterns and get some things from Outland up there, because it really doesn't seem like a lot of those have been giving as much loot as, say, when we do other expansion stuff like Dractarian and Keep. We got a bunch of loot. Iron Docks, we got a bunch of loot, and it seems like the Outland dungeons have been pretty limited on the amount of loot they've been giving us to actually sell. So trying to throw a few of those in there so we can actually still have that variety from Outland up on the auction house, because things do sell from there. As you may have seen from yesterday's clean out video, we actually had some decent sales and some patterns that came from our Sunwell runs. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Make sure if you are looking to join in and actually join us on some lax and see this actually done live, or just see us get the stuff live, you come join us over on Twitch. The link is down below. You can also come in and join us in Discord so you can see when I'm going live and just get updated on things and see how things are going. You know, join the community, leave some screenshots. You know, there's a lot of helpful people in there. They're more than willing to help any of you out if you have any questions. And also make sure if you get a chance, go check out Gaming Hero. Just if you do sign up for a membership, make sure you use that code word potato. If you do like these videos, make sure you hit that thumbs up below so I know that you like it, and also hit the subscribe button so you make sure you don't miss the next one coming out. And that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys will be in the, come join us on Twitch, and I hope I will see you in the next video.